She's got the potential to be super funny.
She could be.
She's got the potential.
I took one look at her and I said, cults. I think that sounds right. Great job, Chelsea. Okay, you guys, your next comic, super funny, I bet. Please welcome Ross Brenner.
Woo! Yeah, Ross! Woo!
Thanks everyone for staying. I know it's late and rainy, and some of these, my jokes will suck, but whatever. I came out here tonight. I told a couple friends that I'll be out here doing comedy. I'll be popping my cherry and whatever, so to speak. And I kind of like that comparison because it's probably be a painful experience, and there may be some crying, and I probably won't be hearing from anyone in a few days about any experience we shared together. Me and my friends, we just started doing this and writing down jokes, and I got out the notepad, and you never really know what your first joke's gonna be, so you just keep writing them. And after 10 or 20, I've definitely noticed a shocking trend. There, it's all poop, boogers, farts, and sex. And I blame it on my friends over here because they're enabling me because they laugh every time I make these jokes. But on the subject of poop, I've been dating lately. I'm single, and single, ready to mingle, and I go out, and you go to these dinners, and isn't the worst these pre-sex poops, I call them. You go out and you have a great night, great date. It might be Mexican food, it might be too much wasabi. You went to some nice sushi spot, but you get back and you're just you're making out, things are getting steamy, and then you're like, yo, I'll be right back. And then you sneak off to the bathroom, and you're like, oh, I'll be right back. Stay there, okay? Just keep it hot for me. Yeah. And then you're in the bathroom, you're like, fuck, what am I gonna do? And you're like, I just gotta do it. And so you fully commit to 2-3 feet of fiber coming out, and whatever the situation is, you're letting it go. And guys and girls, they have a certain number of seconds that they can stay in the bathroom before it creates an awkward situation. Guys are about 57 seconds or so. You can go pee, shake it, get out of there. Girls, you got 3.5, 4.5 minutes, adjust your boobs or whatever you need to do. But after that, it's oh, they're definitely shitting. So if you're on the first date and you're past 57 seconds and you're a guy in the bathroom, you're definitely shitting. So it's after the shit, it becomes what do I do now? There's a smell situation. So it's oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm glad you guys didn't hear that better, to be honest with you, the first half. But, so there's a smell situation. I've heard little tricks, you can put some shampoo in there before you flush and it kind of suds up or whatever, but that never really worked for me. I got some stronger natural odors. So eventually, you go through the situation and hope that it doesn't overflow onto the rugs in there, and you come out and you're like, yeah, what's up? And you don't know if the move's been broken or not. You're like, yeah, I just shit. You still want to fuck? And it creates an awkward situation. It's hard to play off, but sometimes you can do it. But on the subject of dating, these Tinder apps and these OkCupid apps, man, I don't know if anyone's been on these. These things are fucking ridiculous. They're a joke. But I met a girl on here recently, and everything was going really good, and it was a few weeks before you can kind of pick something apart about the girl that you don't really like. And I went over to her house, and they're like, watch out for the dog, it's a crazy dog. So right when I walk in, the dog pops me right in the balls, immediately jumps up on me. This huge, 6 foot high Labrador pops me in the balls and is continuously walking right into the ball section while I'm trying to go into the house. So I can't do anything but just walk in like this. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I'm here. What the fuck did I drive here for? Yeah, why don't you train your dog? And the dog getting at me. And so recently, as a couple nights ago, after the dog situation, the girl's like, hey, so what are the chances you can pick up a movie and come over here? And I'm like, how about 0? Fucking less than 0. What's less than 0? I don't know. But that was a situation I don't want to repeat. And it just sucks because, you date these girls, you really like them, a couple weeks go by and they do some weird ass shit. They fucking wheeze in their sleep, or they have a big labradoodle, whatever the fuck they're called, and just fucks the shit up, man. It's what the fuck? Anyway, I don't know how many more minutes ago, God, but I can keep talking if I want. Oh man, I went to Safeway recently. These fucking bag things are pissing me off. I don't know about you guys, but every time you go through the checkout stand, you're like, oh, you want a bag? And you're like, for a couple seconds, you're like, yeah, I fucking want a bag. I just bought some shit. And then you're like, oh yeah, the fucking bag law. The fuckers. Yes, no, I won't take any bags today. I have some in the trunk, thank you. But, and I'm wondering how long is it before, these women and these men start taking advantage of this shit, and they're like, the situation's getting steamy, you're in the bedroom, and right before you're about to do it, you're like, look, do you want me to bag this? Because it's gonna be like 25 cents. If you brought your own bag, that's cool. And the lady, you're like, fuck, I don't mean to be pinching pennies, but I gotta tell her, and she's like, oh, you know what? No, I brought my own bag. They're used. I bought a bunch of used bags, so is that cool? And you're like, fuck, I'll just use my own bags. Fuck this. But it's only a matter of time before people try to take advantage of that. And I don't know. I just think of stupid ass shit. I get baked and sit there and just think of dumb ass shit. Like, what if you had a prostitute named Nothing, and your friends called and they're like, oh, what are you doing tonight? And you're like, nothing. So it led to all these ideas. I'm like, I think if prostitute moms should do the responsible thing and name their daughters appropriately. Like, name their daughter. One daughter would be taxes. One daughter's name is chores. The other daughter's name is like laundry. So you're like, oh, what are you doing tonight? I'm doing laundry. I'm like, fuck that shit up. Fuck yeah. Do some laundry and taxes tonight. Anyway, that's about all I got for you.
Woo!
It's my first time. So.
Ross Brennan!
Great.
Killing shit up!
Great.
Boy! Fuck yeah!
Yeah. All right, it's first time. That's fucking rad.
Yeah!
Are you ready for your final comic of the evening?